today we are watching the official RWBY Volume 9 trailer. We are so excited. Like, this is gonna be so cool. There is some other RWBY news, but we'll probably talk about that in a separate video. How you feeling right now, Hunter?
It's been 2 long years!
Yeah, that's true. Like, it has been a long time. We did get stuff in the summer.
Sure, you know what?
Remember?
Someone could have gotten a hamster.
Yeah?
Were the end of RWBY Volume 8. And then before RWBY Volume 9 releases, that hamster will be dead.
No, that's
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I guess.
Pete Davidson went through 18 famous women in between when RWBY Volume 8 ended and RWBY Volume 9 will begin. It's been so long, I almost don't believe it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the feeling for a lot of people, is that like it doesn't feel real yet, but I think it's gonna feel real. So let's go to the beginning.
And the teasing, everyone who ever sneezed or even looked at RWBY, whoever worked at that team for the past week, has been posting clips from this.
That is true.
It's been difficult. It's like, can we cut it with the foreplay? Can you just...
Where am I?
Okay.
Where are you?
I think we're in a fairy tale.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Spain.
Shall we? We fell from the sky. We made friends with a tiny mouse. Blake and I got caught by killer vines.
Oh!
And you got your arms stolen by a
talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Yes, that.
What? Wait, who is this? Wait a second. I love this sort of recap style. Yeah, that was the king person.
Get us there.
Oh.
I sense a butt approaching.
But
his butt.
get to the tree.
You do not go.
Wow,
to the tree.
that's
The tree
cool.
goes to you unless it goes
Oh.
to me. You see.
Not even a little bit.
That cat has a sexy voice.
Okay.
What are you?
Oh, the thing in the leaves isn't...
You never were the hero.
Uh-oh.
Is that Alice?
We don't know.
So,
Oh,
what are you
shit.
gonna be?
That's old RWBY. And...
Ooh. Oh.
Oh no, that's what happened.
With you.
I'm fine. I can handle
Oh.
it.
What if you could leave Ruby Rose behind?
Oh my god, there's so many different characters
Salem?
in this.
What happened
Oh.
if you don't?
Uh-oh.
Did they lose themselves?
Okay, that was interesting. I think we have to go through that again, Hunter, for sure. I think that we
was
need
a
to do.
lot to
I
go
think we
by.
gotta do it again. Okay, so
Where
first,
am I?
the where am I is pretty.
I think we're in a fairy tale.
Yeah. Okay.
Which that
Hello,
looks
fairy tale book.
weirdly
question mark,
Forever Falls,
right?
but also like Spanish.
Well, I mean, I had a theory that they were in the fairy tale book, so, you know, I'm still thinking about that.
Okay.
But, Hunter, if we're right about our theory that each quadrant is kind of based around a maiden, this would be fall, right? Like
yeah.
one of Ozpin's children
see that.
sort of situation. We talked about
Let's
that
try to be
theory
more
yesterday.
logical, shall we?
This looks almost like cultivation of crops.
Yeah, exactly. Like kind of a little farm area
Yeah.
in here. So yeah, like Weiss is trying to go. I like how this trailer is framed as a recap, even though the show hasn't started yet. Like, you know, this is what's going on. But like the environments are so beautiful.
It really
like,
is
I don't think
vibrant.
we've
Even
ever
that last one
seen-
with the green sky and the red buildings.
like I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. Like you can see why it took 2 years.
logical,
You know
shall
what I
we?
mean?
Long years.
Can't you
Ruby
see
made
it
friends
though?
with a tiny mouse.
Okay.
Blake and I got.
So they got
Okay.
attacked by the vines, they said, but it
And
looks
it
like the mice
It's like
kidnapped
staging
them.
some kind of revolution.
Yeah, I like this too because like
Isn't
Weiss,
it funny that the mouse caught the cat?
well that and then also like Weiss was already kidnapped and then
Yeah.
Yang came to save her like from
Uh-huh.
Raven and now it's like Blake who's here instead. I don't know, for some reason I just think that's cute. But yeah, you can see their weapons back here as well.
Caught by
But we
killer
don't know if that's
vines
little
and-
because that seems to be a blue mouse. I don't know. Like we'll have to get a
Yeah.
better look. But there were so
doesn't
many new
look like
characters.
little.
Like I wasn't
I know,
expecting to
dozens of
see
You
like
got your arm.
okay, so this is like a Toyland, right? Because like
Yes.
here's a toy unicorn, toy
They're just
soldier.
random
There's like
dolls.
little dolls.
This
yeah,
looks
little
like the
doll
city from
land.
earlier.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is like the red
Stolen.
city.
Which
I
is
think.
upsetting.
Yeah, look at that. They're like little Lego people.
Also,
They're so cute.
Yang looks so happy. She just shot that toy
Well,
man.
you know, he tried to take her arm though. That's
That's
not
true.
nice, right? He
Talking
tried to.
raccoon.
He probably tried to like confiscate hide her weapons for some reason. Maybe it's like, you can't bring your weapons in here sort of thing, right? Like, I watched a show that did that once, but now I can't remember what it was. It was a fantasy show, and they couldn't bring their weapons inside, so they paid off the people at the front gates to keep them. Question mark? Okay.
Lord of the Rings does that, but Gandalf keeps
Riding
his
on a
walking
purple
stick.
wagon filled with trash.
Yeah, so this was the raccoon
Yes.
thing.
That.
Okay, yeah, so let's talk about this. So this is the Toyland,
Looks like in
right?
that same
it's like a
city.
little owl toy. Yeah, okay. So there's like little things
I don't know what
over
that
here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so he only has this,
And
the little
whatever that
puppet
little
man.
doll is.
Yeah, like
And
look
that is a
and
raccoon
this.
with a little doll. I have the feeling this isn't meant to make sense.
I mean, no, of course not. But like, yeah, I mean, he's just a street performer, right? He's giving Clopin energy, like from Hunchback of Notre Dame, like Feast of Fools kind of energy.
I just
mean,
like
it's
the
not
notion.
even that, but they're in a fairy tale, Hunter.
That's
So
true.
yeah, like the talking raccoon.
I just like the notion that the raccoon is shady. I think raccoons are little
Well, I don't think
fellas.
he's shady. I didn't say he was shady.
I don't
he's
know,
just
but
a
I get
performer. You
Yeah,
know?
but performers, carnies, they're shady people.
Damn, Hunter.
And I know you're going to school for that, but you're also
Okay,
kind
so
of a
yeah,
shady
this is
person.
like so cool. I love this
Someone-
room.
I think
It's like
Dan-
the stairs are on the side and the cat sliding down.
I think Dan mentioned this, but there was a Teen Titans episode that gives this vibe of someone they're in this giant
I mean, this
like
is also
trick
the
house.
Kingdom Hearts staircase.
Yeah,
that's a fun one, right?
Tell me, why do you want to go to the tree?
Which
Okay, so who
sounds
is
like
that
it's the-
talking?
that looks like the king or
Yeah.
the person, so that's a male, it sounds
Well,
like.
I think that actually later on when we see the doll, they are a doll. So I think that this king is the king of doll land. Okay, yeah, so you can see that the toy area is in here because these are all toy
Yeah.
soldiers.
That looks like itty bitty Blake.
Oh, yeah. So I guess they get turned into the pieces, right?
Do they get used in like wizard's chess? Look at the little. No, that's a rook. No, that's a pawn.
Oh, okay, so they're actually fighting so the pieces
chess,
are
yeah.
real.
So I don't know who that
Damn,
red
that's
person
fucked up.
is.
So in this toy land, the pieces actually fight. So
Yeah.
maybe those are the red pieces and then the white pieces.
Which
okay.
is very-
so see,
okay,
that's
there
what
it
I
is.
meant. So this, I'm pretty sure that this is the king. So the king is a doll. So he's the king of the red area of like Toyland.
Nice. His eyes are diamonds.
Yes.
So what if
Yeah,
there's
they
like
are.
clubs and spades?
Oh
and
yeah,
hearts?
like each suit rules a different territory. Yeah, that would make sense. So this is like the diamond territory. Then
Yes.
you have the queen of hearts, the queen of spades.
Do you want?
Okay, yeah, so this is, I guess we'll call him the king of diamonds. That actually makes a lot of sense, Hunter. Hold on.
And you can
I wanna
wait.
see
No,
the
if you look
board.
in the red trees, you see like a castle that time.
Yeah, so maybe
Oh.
this is his castle.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you
they-
can
yeah,
actually
there they
see
are.
the little pieces like
This
on the
is
board.
very
are real.
wizard's
I
chess.
love this. I think that this is so cool.
Want to go home?
Yeah, look, there's like a little.
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
probably his castle.
They believe the tree can get them there.
Yeah, can get them home.
Yes.
Basically. Also, this is definitely, I'm gonna place the bets right now. I'm pretty sure this is Akechi's voice actor from Persona 5.
Okay. But
Like,
also, I
you
like
hear
that. I hear a
Akechi.
butt approaching gag. I love that.
Yeah, I know, that's very old.
And the
Ruby.
Cheshire cat is a very like fun character.
Yeah, I know, that's
And
perfect.
so I look
well, see,
forward to his
I don't know, because Akechi's a sketchy guy. Like, I know that voice actors don't really get typecast like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. When I hear,
That's a
when I hear
sexy
his
voice,
voice
though.
actor, I'm like,
And I don't trust
you're
men
an
with
evil
sexy
man.
voices.
Like, you know what I mean? You're playing an evil man. But yeah, so they were literally attacked
I've
by
seen
the vines
Evil Dead
first.
enough to know that that scene is not a good vibe.
Oh boy, but yeah, okay. So you see the toy people going to like
that's
this
probably
thing.
where the white purple background image is.
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
from
all
the
of it.
top.
Yeah, there's just a
Yes.
party. What is this? A ferry? Like, you know what I,
I don't
mean?
know.
Like
It
one
look-
of
yeah,
those
it looks
New
like a
Orleans
big multi-
boats. Like, you know, like the boats that go.
Steamboats?
Yeah, like a steamboat,
Party
but
boat?
like it's all decorated, like for
Yeah.
party boats. All the little
It
toy
looks
people
like,
are going
It
over
looks like
there.
a layered cake almost.
Yeah, let's listen to this man.
But we don't know how to get to the tree.
You do not go to the tree goes to you unless
Okay, yeah. So the tree goes to
So
them.
I was curious because in the past we saw those little hexagonal like
Yeah, the lights.
polygons. Yeah, the light things, and it looks like they're just naturally
I think they're just party lights. I think they're just fireflies. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
yeah.
But it also looks like Ruby's walking
even
towards some people if you look on the ground there.
Yeah,
'cause
I
there's
think-
like some.
You mean like the Jabberwocky?
Yeah, the
looking thing?
Jabberwocky
Oh,
looking
okay.
guy.
Yeah, so
I think
may-
he's gonna show up here because it almost looks like she's walking towards a stall, and later when you see the Jabberwocky, it's like they're in a stall.
So maybe like what happens happened is that they went to go see the king in the castle, and the king in the castle said no, which is why they're all small and like little itty bitty. They went to the castle to try to get help from like the Red King, and he was like, no, fuck off. And so now like they're going with the cat to meet some other person who can maybe help them.
I'm just so happy. Look at my babies.
I know, they're so cute. But yeah, this also seems to be in the mushroom situation area.
Which we thought that the cat was the three-eyed creature, but I suppose we're wrong.
Well, we didn't think that.
Or other people did.
Maybe other people. I thought it was the caterpillar, so.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure what's going on up here in terms of this bridge situation. Yeah, I guess. Like, there's definitely something there, right?
So.
But yeah, I like this Ruby and her other self. And
I think that other self is Neo?
No, I don't think so, because it talks to her. It says, like, what are you gonna do, right? So I think that...
What are you gonna be?
Yeah, like, what are you gonna be? That's her asking Ruby. A manifestation of the island.
Ruby asking, what if that's, because we can't see their lips, so what if that's sitting down Ruby talking, standing up Ruby, that's
I don't
Neo.
think it's Neo, Hunter. I think it's supposed to be a manifestation of her other self. Perhaps. You know? And so in that case, I will literally lose my fucking mind if we see Trivia and Neo this volume, like, separately, right? Because if this is
Which is why
Ruby,
you wear your Neapolitan
if this is Ruby
shirt.
talking to her younger self, like the younger self who wanted to be a hero and had her aspirations to be a hero and whatnot, like, imagine this happens with Neo too, where you see Trivia, who has the brown hair, and then you see Neo, who has all the pink hair, right? And neither of them speak to her, but they sort of gesture to her vaguely tauntingly and somewhat menacingly, like, oh, you're just gonna let Roman go unavenged like this, right? Like, something in the body language that says that, with even like a ring around the rosy thing where they're kind of like taunting her very ghost-like, could be very creepy. But yeah, just an idea. You know, E.C. Myers also tweeted out, thinking about this book for no reason today, so I have, you know, he could just be saying that, but I don't know, maybe we'll get some Neo
He writes a lot of books,
right?
but also, does Neo turn into, she turns into new Ruby, not old Ruby, so you're probably
And somebody noticed that there's another shot, and I don't know if it's in this trailer or not, but there's another shot where Ruby is opening the chest, and people think that that's actually not Ruby, but it's Neo, because she's doing the Neo eyebrow thing that she does when she's talking to Cinder as Ruby. And so some people think that Neo is also like going around like as Ruby.
Can we hear the dialogue for a second?
Yeah. I also think that though, like, that's interesting because this whole thing seems to be about identity. Like, what do you want to be? Who are you?
Yeah.
And like Neo turning into other people. Like, she's turning into Ruby, but she hates Ruby. Like, I just wonder how that'll play into certain things. Because she doesn't want to be Ruby, obviously. But like, if the island takes that as like, oh, you don't want to be yourself. You spend all this time being other people.
You never were the hero.
Oh shit, that's a bridge.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand is where is she? If that's just on the mountaintop or something.
Perhaps,
but yeah, that voice says, oh, you never were the hero. Okay.
I think that might be Alice?
I think it may be Alice, like Alex or the Queen of Hearts or something. Because, like, here's basically my theory with the Queen of Hearts stuff, too. Is that, like, she turned Jean into the knight because Jean didn't know who he was anymore. Like, he doesn't identify as a hero now because he killed Penny, so he lost his sense of self. Like, that's a theory we had before, was that the Queen of Hearts takes people who have no identity and, like, manipulates them in that way. But let's listen to this, too.
You seem to be carrying a rather large burden with you.
Yeah, see, I wonder if that's her talking. Like, she forges people into new people. And that's what she does. Like, she's the Queen of Hearts.
It almost looks like the way it's framed that giant spike ball is in the foreground. So I almost wonder if it's like, if we are looking through the visor of the night right now,
exactly. Or, well, Jean was on this background, right? What we think is Jean. What if it's not Jean?
It could
imagine if it's not fucking Jean. Like, could you imagine if after all this time it's not Jean? Think that that's interesting that she's in the same background as the knight, because I feel like there will become a thing where it's like, what if you don't want to be Ruby Rose anymore? I'll take the Ruby Rose part out of you, right? Like, listen to this.
Large burden with you.
I'm fine. I can handle it.
Yeah, and so Ruby's saying she can handle the burden. Also, look, this is, again, in that flora fauna area. I think the cat's leading them in here.
And
so maybe
also, she still has itty-bitty white.
Yeah. So what if the cat's like, hey, you know, if you need information, there used to be a girl from your world that was here and successfully got out, even if that's a lie. You know what I mean? Maybe, because we know that Alex didn't leave.
The Cheshire.
Yeah. Like, Alex, it was implied that Alex didn't leave. But it does say, though, at the end of the story, she did leave, and then Remnant wasn't the same. Like, she found herself in a new world and then left that new world, but when she got back to Remnant, she didn't feel the same anymore about life or something. So,
maybe she came back.
Maybe she did go back to Remnant after, like, oh, somebody else did, but it could also be a lie, right? That's just how the fairy tale ends, but we know that reality isn't always the fairy tale, right? So let's listen to this, too.
I can handle it.
What if you could leave Ruby Rose behind?
Yeah, see, so I think
it sounds
that
like she's talking about them remaking them.
Yeah, or like, even if that's not the queen, the character that is. But yeah, Yang doesn't have her arm here, so her arm gets stolen, I guess, and then she goes back into the forest. But let's, like, really look at the, because...
A big, scary...
He was in the leaf pile,
It almost looks like a
He
shaman.
looks so much bigger than the pile was. Does that make sense? Like, he looks so much larger.
And also, it looks like he, like, turns the leaves a different color.
Yeah, so I wonder if this is his boat, right? Because they're still on the boat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Then you also have
it's also like a market.
bird that has
And
glowing eyes
and a little flat cap.
What if this is Alex? What if they turned Alex into a bird because Alex was a scout for Ozpin, and this is the true nature of a scout? Do you understand what I mean?
In the
Is
same
a
way that
messenger
Crow and
pigeon
Raven
is
was?
a bird. Yeah, basically. And
She
so,
could
like,
turn into a bird,
this is
too.
Alex, like, her only sense of identity was being on this mission for Ozpin or whoever, and so she turned into a bird.
I don't know.
You know, it's a bit of a stretch, okay? It could just be a bird.
It could just be a bird.
It could just be a bird. But, like, when I look at the bird, I see Alex in the bird. I don't know why.
Maybe the bird belongs to the Jabberwocky.
So, some people think that this is a person in a mask. I'm still not sure about, like, whether it is or not. It's, at any rate, it may be, like, another person who used to be a person and is now... This was the creature that they turned into afterward type of situation. I love how they move, though.
What
I
I'm
love
curious
that.
is about the introduction of Salem. Because it's like, is that... Because my assumption was, even though I wore this shirt in the brief hopes that we might see our babies again.
Right.
I mostly suspect that this whole season will take place within Wonderland, and at the end of it, they will escape, and then the post-credit or whatever will be them coming back to this world and being like, oh, Remnant is so different.
Well, this could be Salem finding out that they're not dead, because Cinder told them that they're dead. Right? Like, okay, so this is...
So, but my assumption was that we wouldn't see any of Remnant. So maybe this is
I still feel like we won't really see a lot of Remnant.
Because this doesn't look like Salem. It, like, the way they have the
kind of looks like someone's
on her,
memory of Salem.
It looks like a memory or a flashback.
We could find out what happened to Summer this volume or something, right? But...
I wonder if this could be, like, a story Alex is telling.
Yeah, or, like, even just... Like, what if this is Ruby's nightmare or something?
Yeah.
Like, this is why she thinks she can't be a hero anymore. It's because of Salem. Like, this is how Ruby sees
I think
Salem.
the image of Salem will make an appearance, but actual Salem will not.
I would say that it's either, like, the island kind of gets to people in terms of showing people why they can't be what... Like, oh, is Ruby Rose really what you want to be? What if we could stop? You know?
Also, when you look at her torso, it's kind of vague and nebulous.
Yeah, and so it kind of gives me, like, Emerald when she manifests Salem, right?
And Salem
it could
was this
be,
big, contorted monster.
This is Ruby's nightmare. This is why Ruby thinks she can't be Ruby anymore type thing, right?
Like an old coat.
I like that
because
where
listen
they...
to this,
What
right?
if you could leave Ruby Rose behind? Shed like an old coat.
Yeah, like, what if you could leave Ruby Rose behind? What if that's, again, to avoid... like Salem or defeating Salem, right? And so, yeah, we already said this, but this seems to be the king's domain.
That makes sense of the whole... So I think that's like the two pawns fighting each other.
Yeah.
That
Yang
looks like
looks like she's enjoying this a little too much. I'm like, what is she doing? Why are they
You
fighting
just
him?
almost died via Cinder.
See? Okay, so here's a thought about
Now
this
she's
guy.
back at it.
If I'm right and they are in the fairy tale book, what if this guy is actually supposed to be the god of animals? Because the god of animals was supposed to have the traits from the god of animals as he's presented in the fairy tale book is a combination of both gods. And when you look at him, he looks like he has the horns of both gods. So what if this is a place where all of the fairy tales live? If that's right, I will literally, I said that. No one else said that. I said that. They were all from the fairy tale book, right? Because, like, there isn't a story about toys being alive in the fairy tale book. But that's sort of giving me God of Light and Darkness in combination, you know? And, like, we do see an animal village, so what if it's more literal?
I don't know who... So that looks like a huntsman weapon.
Yeah,
Which makes me implies that could that have been Alex? or like a huntsman that goes in there.
This is the confusing
Because it
part
looks like,
about
because like
this.
the other people don't seem to have those kinds of weapons.
I mean,
Because it looks like it transforms
like an
from
axe.
a gun and an axe.
Yeah.
Which
Like, the
is a
toy
very-
soldiers kind of have the similar color scheme.
But it's not
So, yeah, I mean...
a gun and an axe.
That pattern is very familiar to me for some reason, but I'm not
It
sure
gives me the
why.
vibe that that's like someone from Remnant.
But I feel like from everything we've seen in terms of Alex's color scheme, though, it is blue,
That's
whereas that
true.
is red. So I would maybe more likely have it
Well,
that it's
that's
the
more like
King's.
orange.
Hunter, I don't think it's Alex's weapon because...
Or I would say Remnant.
But
It just
somebody
looks
else's
like a
weapon,
huntsman.
I could believe. Like,
Yeah.
you know, someone else's weapon, I could believe. But, like, what is it? I don't know.
It looks like almost like it would collapse, so like
Yeah,
the
like,
axe
it
would
becomes
go
a
into a
gun.
butt of a gun, and then it would fold out and turn into
You
an
know
axe
what?
again.
What if that's why I'm not sure because in the fairy tale book she has something else, but this is kind of giving me Warrior in the Woods. Because
Oh.
even though it's an axe, it does kind of look like it might be a scythe. It could count as a scythe. You know, like there's a theme where all of the people with silver eyes have scythe
Yeah.
weapons, right? And that's kind of just a coincidence because Crow's not a silver-eyed warrior, but he
Has a scythe.
he has a scythe too. Is this canon? I swear Crow said he based his weapon off of Maria's.
Yes, he did.
Okay, good. I was like, is that a fan fiction fact? I can't remember. Alternative fact, but yeah. So, but in the fairy tale book, the Warrior of the Woods also has like a scythe-like weapon as well. So like if it's this trend that like Maria has a scythe and Ruby has a scythe and the Warrior in the Woods has a scythe, right? Like maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it's maybe this is just the lady's weapon shop, right? Like if she is a blacksmith, maybe this is Jean's new weapon, right? As the knight,
Jean's
which would
not that cool.
kind of be weird for it to have
would
a
be a
gun,
little- it
but
would
like
be
you
a
know what
little
I
weird.
mean? It would be strange. But if it is a battle axe and we're just seeing it from a strange angle, it could be possible. So let's talk about this, the white rabbit thing. So
I guess I was
there's
getting
someone
dog.
riding the white.
You're
well,
right.
I think that it's the white rabbit. So there's
Okay.
somebody riding the rabbit. Some people think that this is Jean's shoe. I have seen it. It
Is it?
kind of looks
It's
similar
his boot.
to Jean's boot, but it like this weird yellow line right here is what's throwing me because Jean has like lace-up boots that go up
Yeah.
his leg, whereas that kind of looks more similar to Yang, but I would need to see Yang as in like a full body shot to like make that decision. Here's what I think though. I think that if it is the rabbit, I don't, like, it depends on what version of Alice in Wonderland you're reading, right? But, like, the rabbit is usually, like, associated with, like, anti the queen, not
Yes.
with the queen. Like, there are some stories where the rabbit's been manipulated to work with the queen, like, against its will. You know what I mean? But, like, if it's the rabbit, I would say that maybe it's more likely that it is actually Alex riding on him.
Yeah.
Because this is who led her into Wonderland, theoretically, if Alex is still here. But yeah, this cuff is just what's making me question people saying that it's Jean. But yeah, I love seeing the doll king. I thought that was really
and
cool.
his face kind of shrinks into himself, which makes me
Yeah.
assume he's like defeated very early on.
I guess. I mean, it's also possible, though, that he's not, like, there's no death here, so he just breaks and he gets pieced back together at a later
You
point
see
in
him
time.
later, and someone has taken like super glue and
Yeah,
painstakingly
basically, you know, it could be
reformed
something
him.
like that.
I like this scene where they all go flying after someone
Yeah.
flips the table. I really look forward to that.
If you don't,
See?
But is that her losing her, like, whatever? Is she learning that Penny's dead? Because, like, I
Maybe
feel
that
like
is Weiss telling Ruby that Penny's dead, because they're in the very similar
and
area.
the framing.
Like, now that she knows that Penny's dead, this
you
is her
don't.
reaction, like she can't believe it. But it also looks like, this doesn't look like fainting to me.
But I do think
Yeah.
it's a distinct positive. He say, hey, remember,
Because
like,
it
your
could
best
be,
friend?
yeah,
She
I think
died
that you're right,
tragically,
Hunter.
and now, like,
And then-
Cinder kind of won.
And then Ruby
we're
just
all
has
fucked.
the dream about questioning her identity while she's passed out.
Yes.
I think that that's probably what happened. I think you're right, Hunter. I think that that's probably the most accurate. Ruby passes out after Weiss tells her because she can't believe that after all that Penny's dead, and
She
then
thinks
has
the whole
the
time
dream.
she just is in like a rainforest cafe in Atlas
Oh my
somewhere,
god!
but it's like no.
But you know
no.
what I mean? Like at the very
Your best
beginning when
friend's dead.
Ruby's having the moment, where's the moment? I can't find it. Yeah, so like she passed out and now she's in this.
Yes.
I think that that could be be a distinct possibility. So I think that this is like RWBY thinking about like, no, Penny can't be dead in that void area.
No.
Also, it has hearts on it, so or something, or is that a spade? I'm not sure.
No, that's a heart. But yeah,
yes.
I bet you that. Yeah, I think
maybe
that's how it is.
It's a spy. Well, maybe that's supposed to be the caterpillar in the story. It's a spy for. Because I thought the three-eyed thing would be the caterpillar, but it doesn't seem like. But maybe it's like the hookah caterpillar.
Yeah, the
like,
hookah
yeah. See, so Alex, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter that much, but like, actually, her boots may be more similar to the boots of the person riding the rabbit.
So I think it might be Alex on
like,
that.
you also don't have that yellow thing I was talking about here either, but like, I don't know.
So the way I see it is that Team RWBY finds this small, like, town.
And they try to go for help.
And they try to go to help.
And it does not go well.
Alex comes in on the rabbit, and then Alex takes them to
the cat?
third location.
I think the cat finds them first.
Okay, well then brings them to that town.
Yeah.
Then I think Alex comes in and saves
Here's
the day.
what I think. So they go to town for help. The Doll King's town. Like what are we calling him? The King of Diamonds or whatever.
Yes, King of Diamonds.
So they go to the king for help, and the king fucks with them basically, and then they leave. And then I think maybe they meet the cat after, and the cat's like, I can help you. But the reason why we see Alex riding through town is because she has now heard, like, the rumor of the people that have fallen here. And so she goes to the town, but it's a little too late. Like, she goes to the town with the rabbit, but it's too late to find them, basically, right? And so after that, they have the little tussle with the Jabberwocky character or whatever on that boat, like with all the lights and everything. And then Alex, I guess they'll find her later, right? But I think that they meet the cat first. Like, I have a feeling that they meet the cat first, and Alex is like, don't trust that cat. Like, why did you trust this motherfucker, right? Yeah, because RWBY's here alone after probably, like, either losing Weiss and Blake and Yang to the pond man, or after they are shrunken and on the other side of her hood.
Yeah.
And the cat's like, I can help you turn them back to their regular size. Like, I can help you with your problems. But yeah, so this is some of the clips that we already saw before and whatnot. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to check that just in case. But yeah, I think that we're good in terms of our initial impressions.
I'm incredibly excited.
Me too.
Increasingly, because I was last couple months have not been great for Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous, but like, I think they're gonna land it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I have faith.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
It looks gorgeous. It looks wonderful.
And so I hope that you guys enjoy that. These are just our first impressions. We are thinking about doing a more thorough analysis. So if you guys would like that, like kind of more of a combing scene by scene. I know we kind of did that today, but we're thinking about maybe doing a live stream on the weekend or something like that. And so if that's something that interests you guys, let us know, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!